Defense news in a nutshell, your fortnightly guide to all that's happening in MINDEF and the SCF in under 5 minutes. Here's what happened from 18th April to 1st of May. Greater cooperation and collaboration between militaries is key in dealing with complex challenges in a globalized world. Minister for Defense Dr. Ng Eng Hen said this at the 5th Moscow Conference on International Security in Moscow, Russia. The 3-day annual conference brings together high-level defense and military leaders from around the world to discuss a range of security issues. Elaborating on common world threats, Dr. Ng cited extremist groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, as well as other transnational challenges like cybersecurity, international piracy, and human smuggling.
Other transnational challenges related to cybersecurity, proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, international piracy and human smuggling, biologic pandemics are too large for any one country to deal with, as my esteemed colleagues before me have emphasized, and will require the combined efforts of countries and appropriate use of their militaries.
Speaking at the conference's plenary session on security challenges and opportunities for international military-to-military cooperation in the Asia-Pacific, Dr. Ng highlighted the ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting, or ADMM+, as one of the platforms to facilitate dialogue and cooperation.
Through these exercises, our different armed forces learn more about each other, build trust, and build new capabilities that we need to tackle the threats to our common prosperity.
While in Moscow, Dr. Ng also attended an informal meeting of Southeast Asian and Russian defense ministers and held his first bilateral meeting with Minister of Defense of the Russian Federation, General Sergei Shoigu. Both ministers affirmed the friendly defense relations between Singapore and Russia and discussed strategies for addressing the global threat of terrorism. Common goals and principles are vital for regional peace and security. Dr. Ng said this in his speech at the 4th Putrajaya Forum, themed Regional Cooperation in Addressing Security Challenges in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The forum brings together defense ministers, officials, and academics to discuss defense and security issues.
We cannot tackle many of the security challenges that we face today by ourselves. We must be ready and willing to work with partners from around the world who also have a stake in the security and stability of our region. The Straits of Malacca and the South China Sea are clear examples.
Dr. Ng also commended the progress made by the ADMM since its formation 10 years ago and suggested that to remain relevant, ADMM and its partners could work towards common goals.
Goals and principles provide for the common good of all and are able to withstand or surmount episodic challenges by continuing engagement between the members and with other partners.
On the sidelines of the forum, Dr. Ng called on Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak, Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, and Defence Minister Hishamuddin Hussein. The ministers reaffirmed the strong bilateral ties between Singapore and Malaysia and expressed commitment to deepening their bilateral defence relations through more interactions at all levels. The Navy Chiefs of Singapore, Indonesia, and Thailand and Malaysia's Deputy Chief of Navy marked the 10th anniversary of the Malacca Straits Patrol, or MSP, together at the Changi Command and Control Center. The MSP is a set of cooperative measures comprising the Malacca Straits Sea Patrol, the Eyes in the Sky Combined Maritime Air Patrols, as well as the Intelligence Exchange Group to ensure the security of the Straits of Malacca and Singapore. And as part of the commemorative events, the 4th MSP exercise was held at the Republic of Singapore Navy's Information Fusion Center, reinforcing information sharing linkages among the MSP members and mutual understanding and collaboration. For more details on these stories, visit mindef.gov.sg. Now let's check out what's buzzing on our social media channels. Senior Minister of State for Defense Muhammad Maliki bin Osman and members from the Advisory Council on Community Relations and Defense visited the Naval Logistics Command, or NELCOM, which maintains the highest logistics readiness for the Navy and the SAF. Go to the Cyber Pioneer Facebook page and find out how it keeps our forces operationally ready. Warships from the RSN and French Navy took part in a passage exercise which included surface gun firings and ship maneuver exercises. Go to the Navy Facebook page and check out the Singapore and French Navies in action at the Andaman Sea and North Malacca Strait. It's that time of the year to put on those running shoes. Go to Defense Minister Dr. Ng Eng Hen's Facebook page to see what's in store at this year's Safra Bay Run and Army Half Marathon. Well, that's our defense news in a nutshell. Get to know us more through one of our social media channels. This is Mike from Power 98, signing off.